You know that feeling when your parents think your embarrassment is funny? Well, my mom used to make every birthday dinner a living nightmare. She thought it was all just for fun, until the day my brother and I turned the tables and gave her a taste of her own medicine. Let's just say, she hasn't pulled that stunt in over 20 years. You know that feeling when your parents think your embarrassment is funny? Well, my mom used to make every birthday dinner a living nightmare. She thought it was all just for fun, until the day my brother and I turned the tables and gave her a taste of her own medicine. Let's just say, she hasn't pulled that stunt in over 20 years. If you've ever had a parent or relative who just doesn't respect your boundaries, who laughs when you say please stop, then you'll love this one. Hit that like button, subscribe, and get ready for a story where sweet, poetic justice comes wrapped in birthday candles. Growing up, birthdays were supposed to be fun. But in my family, they were a public nightmare. Every year, Mom insisted on taking us out to dinner, not for a calm, cozy meal, but for her favorite kind of chaos, a restaurant birthday surprise. She'd wait until we were halfway through our food, then flag down a waiter with that mischievous little smile she always had. You know the one, the kind that said, "You're about to hate me, but I'm going to love it." And then it would start. A group of servers would suddenly appear from the kitchen, clapping and singing their restaurant's birthday song at the top of their lungs. The entire place would stop and stare. Some people would cheer. Others would laugh. And there I'd be, sitting there, frozen, cheeks burning bright red, wishing I could crawl under the table. I hated being the center of attention. My brother did too. But to Mom, it was hilarious. She'd sit there with the biggest grin, pretending to act surprised, saying, "Oh wow! It's your birthday? Who could have told them?" Every single time, we'd beg her not to do it again. And every single time, she'd smile, nod, and say, "Don't worry, I won't," only to do it again next year. Or sometimes, even next month if we went out for a family meal. By the time I hit my late teens, I was done. Imagine being old enough to drive, to work, to have your own opinions, but still having your mom treat you like a toddler who loves restaurant clowns and confetti. One night, after yet another birthday ambush, I pulled her aside. "Mom, please. I mean it this time. I hate it when you do that. It's embarrassing." She laughed. Not in a mean way, but in that dismissive, you're overreacting kind of way. "Oh honey, it's not that big of a deal. They're just celebrating you. Lighten up." That's when I realized she didn't do it for me. She did it because she thought it was fun. Because my embarrassment was entertaining. And once that clicked, I knew something had to change. It started as a joke between my brother and me. We were out to dinner one evening, not even for a birthday, when we saw a family at another table get the birthday treatment. We looked at each other, both remembering all those years of red-faced humiliation, and my brother whispered, "What if we did it to Mom?" At first, it sounded impossible. Mom was smart. She'd know if we tried to pull something like that. But then again, she was so used to being the one in control, she'd never expect it from us. So the next time we went out, just a regular dinner night, we decided to test it. When she got up to use the restroom, my brother called over the waiter. He smiled and said, "Hey, just so you know, it's our mom's birthday tonight. Could you guys do your birthday song thing?" The waiter grinned and said, "Of course." We didn't even have to show proof. Just confidence. And when Mom came back, completely clueless, we pretended like nothing was up. Until 5 minutes later, the clapping started. Happy birthday, from all of us to you." The look on her face. Priceless. She turned around, trying to figure out who the celebration was for, and then froze as the entire group of servers stopped right in front of her. Her eyes went wide. Her smile dropped. And then she looked at us. We were grinning ear to ear. After that, it became our new family sport. Random restaurant? It's Mom's birthday. Dinner after church? It's Mom's birthday. Even breakfast diners weren't safe. She'd plead, "Guys, please. Not again. We just smile sweetly and say, "Oh, come on, Mom. It's just for fun. Lighten up." Exactly what she used to tell us. Sometimes she'd laugh it off. Other times, she'd glare daggers at us while pretending to smile for the staff. But we could tell, deep down, she was realizing how it actually felt to have your boundaries ignored, even for something funny. The night that finally ended it for good came during my dad's birthday dinner. We all went out to this nice steakhouse, the kind where servers wear ties and the lights are dim enough to make everything look fancy. Mom was relaxed, talking to Dad, feeling safe. She thought the prank had run its course. But my brother and I exchanged one silent look across the table. And that was all it took. A few minutes later, here came the servers, clapping, singing, the whole show. Except this time, Mom wasn't expecting it at all. They stopped right in front of her again. Everyone in the restaurant turned to look. Even my dad laughed, shaking his head. When the song ended, Mom was blushing, not laughing. She crossed her arms and said, half laughing but mostly embarrassed, Okay, I get it. No more birthday songs." And that was it. She finally stopped. That last dinner was over 20 years ago, and to this day, not once has my mom ever told the restaurant it's someone's birthday. Not for me. Not for my brother. Not even for my dad. She finally understood that fun isn't fun when it's at someone else's expense. And honestly, that was the best birthday gift she ever gave us: silence. Sometimes, the only way to teach people how you feel is to let them feel it for themselves. Revenge doesn't always have to be cruel, sometimes it's just fair. And in our case, it came wrapped in a restaurant candle and a slice of cake we didn't even order. If this story made you smile, hit that like button. It really helps more people find these stories. And tell me in the comments, what's the funniest or most embarrassing thing a family member has ever done to you? I read every single one. And of course, subscribe for more true Reddit revenge stories, where karma always finds a way to sing happy birthday cake.